3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome back, guys. It's cryptorocko here from Rockstar Trading, and today we're back with another crypto live stream. So guys, what I'll do is I'll talk about Bitcoin as usual. I'll go in detail about my thoughts on Bitcoin, where I was looking to buy, what I'm thinking will happen next, because Bitcoin is king. Whatever Bitcoin does, the altcoins will follow. So I'm going to look at Bitcoin, guys, and then guys, I've been given a list from our group and people have messaged me on Twitter, on YouTube, and I'm going to go through this list, guys, that people have given me. It is a big list, so it will take a bit of time to go through that, guys, but I'm going to spend at least an hour, guys, going through the list, and then if you have any questions, guys, I'll look to answer all your questions. So guys, I'm going to give 10 minutes, let's say about 10-15 minutes, guys, for people to join. I'm going to put a stop clock in front. Yes, I'm looking at Chainlink as well, mate. Chainlink is on the list. I think it's one of the top ones that people want to look at. So guys, I'll just quickly give a brief on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is nearing its resistance, and it will be key to see what happens to Bitcoin next. I'm hoping Bitcoin will go sideways in the tight equilibrium, where altcoins will get to go have a run. But if Bitcoin does have a breakout, guys, altcoins will suffer. So do be careful with your trades. But I'm going to go into everything in detail. I am long on Bitcoin. I bought it around there, guys. I shared it in the group when I was looking to buy Bitcoin. So I'm going to go into detail, guys, on Bitcoin in a bit. But let's give 10 minutes for people to join. I'm going to post in the groups, Telegram, YouTube, Facebook groups, and see if people want to join. And then in 10 minutes, guys, I'm going to start the stream properly. So see you guys in 10 minutes. Thank you very much for joining. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Before I start, can you guys just say that you can hear me fine? Just say that you can hear me and everything's good, then I'll start the stream. Yeah, it looks like few people can hear me, so I'm gonna start now, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna say is, guys, in my previous videos I talked about where to buy Bitcoin. So we all expected this move down because Bitcoin was going parabolic, and we knew that we were gonna get a pullback, but we didn't know where we're gonna get the pullback. We didn't know if we're gonna get the pullback at 8,000, or whether we're gonna get the pullback at 10,000, or where we actually got the pullback when it was around 13,000. And I actually called it, guys. I posted it in the group. Again, I'm not saying I predicted the top, because I'd say it was a bit lucky, but what I'd seen was literally just parabolic move going up like this, and it is not a sustainable move. I didn't say Bitcoin was going to go down here, but when it was going up like this, from watching all my trading stocks and every other markets that I've traded, when something goes up like this, there's usually a pullback, especially trading stocks. I've seen it hundreds of times. That's why I said, just be careful, guys. It is going parabolic, and that's when we got the pullback, guys. And using my Fibonacci and price analysis, I was expecting zones where to look to buy the pullback. So these are the 3 green boxes that I had drawn. So I was hoping to buy the pullbacks here, because I do think after a rally like this, if you look at Elliott waves or any trading, when we see a move like this breaking so many resistance, we usually see follow through after the pullback, and that is what I was expecting. And unfortunately, we didn't pull back as much. I only got one order fill at the 382 level. Bitcoin did touch the 382 Fibonacci level, if you guys know the Fibonacci level. And then 2 other zones I was looking at. One was this kind of 50% level. It's also an equal measured ABC move. So that's another level I was looking at. And if you look left, you'll see some price action here. And then another level I was looking at was around the $8,000 level. I'd say $8,000 to $7,000 level. This is the main zone I was hoping that Bitcoin would hold. Unfortunately, Bitcoin's already moved up, and it was another violent rally. And when we see Bitcoin moving like this, I know I've called my stream, the next altcoin run, and I do think there will be an altcoin run, but we're not gonna get it when everyone is expecting. That doesn't happen. If I had to share my thoughts on altcoin, I think we're gonna miss it. Most people will miss the altcoin run, like most people miss the Bitcoin run, because that's how markets work. The markets like to mess up. I was always going to swear that, it wants to mess everyone out, stop everyone out, wants to make everyone think it's not going up. Then market does what it wants to do. That's how I've seen markets play out, and I think that's what's going to happen with the altcoin seasons. Most people will miss it. And if you check out my posts, I think yesterday, if you check out some of my Facebook posts, guys, I was looking at altcoins that can break out, and then I said ignore my previous post because Bitcoin has broken out, and that's what that trading is like. This, you have to be very kind of careful, kind of in and out. When you see something breaking out, you have to buy, and then if things change, you have to be very quick to react. So I posted saying be very careful. Bitcoin broke out, and I took a position in Bitcoin. So what's going on with Bitcoin now, guys? So I got into Bitcoin when this trade line was breaking, and I think I posted it in the charts as well when I was looking at Bitcoin. Hi guys, yeah, I can see your comments, guys. If you have any questions, just comment below. I'll try to answer them. I've got a massive list of altcoins that people have requested me to look at. I'm gonna go through them all, but if you have any requests that you want me to look at, comment below and I'll try to look at them at the end. I can see a few comments. That's actually a comment that I like. All these coins don't have any planet to go. Moon will escape. And that's true. I mean, people are risking way too much, buying things saying it will go to the moon. I think if Bitcoin breaks out here, altcoins might suffer another leg down. But you have to risk it with, with risk management, with good setup. So Bitcoin, guys, it's coming to the red zone, which is a big resistance. I think this is the main zone I'm looking at. If Bitcoin breaks out above this, I think we might even see new highs, and that would be my bias if we can break above this zone. But this zone, guys, is a strong zone. I think it might turn back, or Bitcoin, the most likely scenario, again, trading is, it's about probabilities. You have to look at what has happened before and try to predict what can happen before, what's most likely to happen next. From my experience, guys, I'd expect Bitcoin to be in this zone for a bit, and you can be scalping it, you can be shorting it. I longed here, I sold some at this zone, and I'm still long Bitcoin. And if it breaks that that green zone that I've drawn, I'll probably exit it, or I'll sell. I've got my sell targets. I think I've got 2 sell targets here, and then I'll wait and see if it can break above. If it can break above, I'll buy. But this is, if you look at it from a price action point of view, if you look at it from just normal technical analysis point of view, you'll break the previous highs. It's a very strong signal. And also from an ABC point of view, from Elliott waves, I'm not the best Elliott wave trader, I'm aware of the basics, then I do like the ABC, how that plays out. If you break the B wave, guys, you expect to see new highs. So this is a key zone, guys. I'm keeping a very close-eyed eye on this. I kept my crypto updates in the Facebook group, guys. I'll make a post every day almost, sharing my thoughts, coins to look at to buy. And I kept it very short and simple today, saying all eyes on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks above, you have to be in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks down here, guys, then you can look to short, and if Bitcoin consolidates here, you could look to buy altcoins. That was a very simple update. So that's my update on Bitcoin, guys. This is the list of coins that I've been requested to look at, so I'm going to start going through them now, and I'll make a note in a page, so if people want to re-watch this video, they can see it. I'm going to add few coins. Few people have commented. Matic is on the list, a popular one. CELR is not on the list. I did take a trade on that. I'm going to add that. Fetch is on the list. VeChain, I think VeChain is on the list, and I'll add one to the list as well. The IEOs are very popular coins to trade. They usually have a lot of volume. From another thing I'd like to say about Bitcoin is, guys, from a higher time point of view, when something turns around at this Fibonacci is on not the right level. So one Fibonacci trick is, guys, when something hits the 618 level, we expect it to touch the 382 level, which is what we've seen, guys. And if it breaks below this, it can go lower, but this could be the low before we just consolidate sideways, and then we see another leg up. So that is from a Fibonacci confluence level as well. That's another thing to look at. So that's my update on Bitcoin. So I'm going to start going through the list, and I'm going to write the times down as well, so people can see when the coins I'm going to look at. So the first coin I'm going to look at is ADA. So let's have a look at ADA. ADA is back at such a good level, guys, and it's very disappointing to see it's not reacting at all. So this was the zone I was looking at. I tweeted about this red zone. If you go look left, you can see there's a lot of price action, but it's broken through ADA, guys, and it's hitting the level. I don't know how low ADA can go. I don't like to just buy when something is bullish. When we saw there's green action, I bought it here. I highly recommend you go watch my ADA video. That was one of my more popular trades, and again, I didn't call it after it happened. I called it before it happened, and luckily it was a very profitable trade. We took that breakout of the head and shoulders, moving above the moving averages. I was expecting a break here, guys. I took some profits, then I hit my stop loss. I took a loss, and now I was expecting a break here. I took a scalp position, but it's broken that level, so I'm not really interested in ADA. I know they've got some news with Coinbase mainnet launch, but I want to see what happens with the chart as well. I don't want to blindly buy. I don't think you should blindly buy. You should have a strategy. It could be as simple as breaking above a moving average crossover, a very simple strategy. But if you stick to a strategy, then you're most likely to be profitable than just buying blindly. I do want to create a cheap educational group. Again, I'm not going to charge loads, just a monthly fee where I live stream 3 times a week and teach you guys what I know, but just have a simple strategy. I get messages every day saying, oh, I've lost all my money, I bought this altcoin, I lost all my money. And you shouldn't do that, guys. You should have very strict strategy and stick to it. There are very clever, hard people out there that's trying to take our money because we are not as knowledgeable as financial traders and the guys who work in Wall Street. So we have to be very clever, and we have to stick to a rigid risk management and a strategy. Just a quick rant. So that's my thoughts on ADA. I'll have a look at ADA. So AGI seems to be a popular one. I'll have a look at AGI. I'll add to the list. I don't know how long this stream is going to be, but I'm going to try and look at all your questions. And if you have any strategy questions as well about my strategy, how I trade, ask me at the end. I'll try to stay and answer a few questions. So the dollar chart looks a bit better. So that's what I'm saying. I'm interested in buying some altcoins now. So no one's going to come and tell you that, oh, John, it's the altcoin season, buy some altcoins. It's not going to happen. You have to, see some bullish action, see volume coming in, trade a very good setup. That is how I'm looking to trade. So I was interested in ADA when the chart looks like this. So if it can, hold this level, guys, you can see potential higher lows here. If it can hold these levels, guys, and then move above the moving average and have a breakout, I will be interested in ADA. So I know some news about ADA will have staking benefits, but we have to see it in the charts. There's so many news out there. I want to see it in the chart. I want to see something like what happened before when we traded ADA. When it broke above, it tried to break above, and then it broke above the moving average. That's what our quick thoughts, guys. Again, all eyes on Bitcoin. I know I call this stream altcoin, which altcoins to buy. I want to make the weekly stream that I do about altcoins, but we have to look at King